Hey there, and welcome to another episode of A Hormonal Woman's Guide to Hallmark, the internet's only pregnancy-induced Hallmark movie critiquing show. I am 20 weeks pregnant, which means I am halfway through this pregnancy, and it cannot happen soon enough. I am going crazy here in quarantine, or stay-at-home orders, or social distancing, or however you want to call it, where I get zero human contact except for that of my husband, who I love dearly, but also drives me crazy. Today we're going to be going on Amazon Prime, and we're going to be watching a movie called Cup of Love. It is about Zoe Walker, a food scientist who's been sent to Colombia to design a coffee flavor that appeals to millennials. In the village of Salento, Zoe meets Diego Valdez, a local plantation owner who is reluctant to work with her at first, but allows Zoe to use his coffee beans so long as she helps him with the final harvest. I love coffee. When Sasha and I were on our honeymoon, we went to a coffee plantation and had a private coffee plantation tour, which was amazing. And we had a great time and we learned a lot about coffee. I've loved coffee since I was very little. But why would you need to design a coffee flavor specifically geared towards millennials, who are, by the way, the youngest millennial, depending on reports that you want to listen to, was born in 1996. So that is 4 years younger than me. So they are 24. Yes, 24 years old. Which means they are out of college and they're trying to figure life out. This movie was made in 2016. So I was 24 in 2016. And the youngest was 20 of the millennials. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to go. But let's find out. So I guess the reasoning that they're targeting millennials is because millennials care about the story behind their food. And that's why she has to go to Colombia, is to find the story behind the coffee beans and to bring that story back for their coffee. I don't give a shit about the story of my food, and I'm a millennial. Apparently she was engaged to a guy named Carl who was stealing from the company. Beans of coffee, from what we learned, are very important. That's why we try to buy whole bean only now, because if you buy ground coffee, it's a lot more difficult to know the quality of the beans that you're buying. And like she pointed out, there could be mold in the beans that were used to be ground up. So buy whole bean whenever possible. If possible. Sometimes it's not, and that's cool. So you smelled something from over 3 blocks away at this point, bitch? So far, all this movie makes me want to do is go back to Costa Rica and basically have no cell service and be with my husband for 10 days straight and do nothing but relax and be on a beach and be in a rainforest. Chamoya fruit is really good. We have a tree on our farm. She's going to fall from the ladder and he's going to catch her. Called it. This Olivia girl is a straight up bitch. So this girl went into Zoe's room, found the binder where she was making notes about the coffee. Now she's going to use that to make Diego mad at Zoe. And then Zoe's going to make some huge plea to Diego about why they should be together and how she fell in love with coffee and the way coffee's grown and how she's fallen in love with him. And then eventually they'll get back together and everything will be hunky-dory and she'll ditch her job at the lab and live in Colombia full-time roasting coffee with her hunky Colombian coffee farmer man. So now Diego's going to get married to Olivia and merge the farms in order to save his farm after he denied Zoe the beans. They have a donkey and around the donkey's neck is a sign that says Uber. Ha! Olivia's family farm automated the entire coffee making process. Diego hates it. Oh, so Zoe didn't have to do an emotional cry thing. Diego's gonna go to New York and get her. I think it's New York. I'm not too sure if it's New York. There was a bridge in the beginning of the movie. But usually if it's New York, then they say stuff. Oh fuck, the warehouse is on fire. Not the beans! Ah, now Zoe's on her way to Colombia.
She's funny.
Allie needs some weed, but Allie can't have weed. Yeah, the reason I'm not getting the song is because you're not singing at the right tune.
Yeah, I'm really good at fucking music. My husband's horrible at it.
You're not horrible at it. You've known her like a week, bro. Okay, so the ending was kind of weird. They just kind of like started making out at the airport and then it kind of ended. But I really liked it. It was a really good movie. It wasn't your typical, I have to go back and save my farm. It was this girl trying to just buy some coffee beans. Maybe I'm a little biased because I like coffee and I like learning about coffee and I would love to make my own coffee, which I am currently trying to do. So I gave it like a 7. It was actually really good. I felt like I didn't need to like be on my phone because it was so boring. It was actually, it moved, the plot line moved, everything about the movie moved. I really liked it. So that was Cup of Love on Amazon Prime in the US. I hope it's also available in other places, but I don't know. Anyway, I hope y'all are staying safe and whatevs. Don't go outside. Outside is trying to kill you. I've been saying this for years, people. The outside's trying to kill you, and now I have proof. Okay? Social distancing, which is basically what I've been doing my entire life, so I've been prepared for this. Anyway, hit the subscribe button, comment below with movies you'd like me to watch, if any, and I only have 20 more weeks, and then I can get back to smoking some weed with y'all. Maybe like 23, depending on how I feel. I don't know when I'll be posting after I have the baby, but that is something I'll keep you guys updated on. But stay tuned for next week's episode of A Hormonal Woman's Guide to Hallmark.